Winter stays away from us for a while, but fall weather finally arriving later this week. It's after possibly one more round of stronger thunderstorms. This is what's ahead for tomorrow evening. A marginal risk for severe weather across much of the state line during the evening hours. If anything, it'd be isolated severe storms. Very similar to Monday. If we see a lot of clouds and showers in the morning and afternoon, that could cut down on our chances for severe weather. That's why the risk is all the way down to a 1 on the scale, as you can see. So the risks are lower compared to where we were as of yesterday. It's all coming from this weather system that we see off to our west. All sorts of wild weather going on in some spots of the western states. This was responsible for a little snowfall in Arizona. Now looking at snow across much of Wyoming into the foothills near Denver, and then even some snow around the Black Hills of South Dakota. Severe weather out ahead of all this. Several tornadoes possibly on the ground with this particular weather system in Oklahoma as of tonight. That's what's bringing storms for us tomorrow. We have a quiet night ahead of all that, though. Partly cloudy, temperatures down into the upper 50s, so a very mild night ahead, still about 10 degrees above average throughout the overnight hours. Then we're looking ahead towards tomorrow afternoon, so you can see that we have some spotty showers still lingering around, and that could cut down on how strong the storms get later on in the day. Just like we saw yesterday, if we have not much for clearing, that could cut down on the energy available for these storms. Still expecting some storms as a warm front comes through and charges things up a little, but it may not get much help from the clouds and showers from earlier in the day. That's why future tracks not showing much for thunderstorm activity. I still think we'll get a couple rumbles of thunder right at about 6:30, 7 o'clock tomorrow. And then we dry out from there going into the rest of Wednesday night and Thursday. So more rainfall ahead for tomorrow. One round coming in by the late morning, expecting that about noon. So be ready for some showers and storms again right around noon tomorrow. Not likely to be severe, but be ready for some downpours just in case. And then around 7 o'clock in the evening, another chance for storms. This is when we could see some severe weather, but like I mentioned, if we get too much in the way of clouds and showers during those early afternoon hours, that could cut down on that risk for severe weather, which is why it's at a 1 out of the scale. So overall, just be ready just in case for severe weather. If we are going to see severe weather in the evening, it would be for brief damaging wind gusts or brief tornadoes. So just like yesterday, not seeing anything necessarily widespread, but there could be a couple strong storms that may bring in that brief bursts of damaging winds or tornadoes. So just make sure you stay alert tomorrow. Don't have to adjust your plans too much just yet, but just make sure you've got a way to get that weather information just in case because of what could be ahead in the afternoon to evening. 70 for a high temperature as we remain mild for one more day, and then conditions are down into the 60s after that with a chance for rain on Friday. Consistent fall weather just around the corner. It's going to stick around for a while, so after tomorrow's 70s, we see the 60s long term with sunshine this weekend, and your most accurate 10-day forecast, we're holding out of the 60s and possibly even the 50s next week, so really getting into sort of cool territory now that fall weather fully takes on over. In the meantime, we're still mild and still on target, just off by 2 degrees today, but still well within the 4-degree guarantee, closing in on our record streak thus far, 273, Brittany.
Wow, we're going to break 300 any day now. Alex, thanks for that. Coming up next.